हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हम बात करेंगे ईवीएस क्लास 5 चैप्टर 3 मोमेंट्स ऑफ द अर्थ का जो मोमेंट्स होता है उसके बारे में। द सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट एंड सेट्स इन द वेस्ट। फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम एन encyclopedia or through an experiment with a ball and torch whether the earth rotates from west to east or east to west. The earth gets all its energy from the sun. जैसा कि आप लोग जानते ही होंगे कि अर्थ जो है वो सारी एनर्जी सन से ही मिलती है. All living forms on the depend on the sun heats and lights. सन की हीट एंड लाइट्स पे डिपेंड करता है अर्थ. This heat and lights is also concerned at all times. Some parts of the year are hot while at other times we experience extremely cold. कभी कभी ये जो हीट होती है लाइट एंड कंसेंट ऑल टाइम्स इक्वल नहीं होती है. कभी हॉट होती है तो कभी वाइल जैसे कि उसका सर्कल है. एट अदर टाइम्स वी एक्सपेरिएंस एक्सट्रीमली कोल्ड. कभी कभी वो ठंडा भी होता है. The Earth season are caused by tilt of the axis on which it spins in its elliptical orbit towards or away from the sun. The distance from the sun has a little effect on the Earth seasons. Summer in the northern hemisphere is caused when the Earth is tilted towards the sun during June-July. When the earth is farthest away from the sun. When it is winter in the northern hemisphere, the earth is actually nearest the sun too, but the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun. Okay, rotation मतलब घूमने का वन. The earth is takes 24 hours to complete one rotation on the its axis. जो अर्थ का जो 24 hours का जो complete rotation है वो एक्सिस मतलब कि धुरी पे complete होता है, which is the tilt to 23.5 Celsius from the verticals. And each rotation cases one complete day and night. एक कंप्लीट डे एंड नाइट होती है जिसमें वो पूरा रोटेशन अपना कंप्लीट करता है. एज द अर्थ टर्न्स ईस्टवार्ड द सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट. द पार्ट ऑफ द अर्थ फेसिंग द सन एक्सपीरियंस डे वाइल द अदर पार्ट विच इज अवे फ्रॉम द सन इज इन कंप्लीट डार्कनेस एंड थस experience night. The rotation of the earth influences the ocean currents. Next topic है revolutions. The earth goes revolution means कि चक्कर. The earth goes around the sun in elliptical orbit. One revolution takes 365 1/2 4 days or 1 years. Okay. एक रेवोल्यूशन जो होता है वो उसका पूरा प्रोसेस 1 years में होता है. जैसे कि आप लोग यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. फैंटास्टिक. इट टेक्स द अर्थ एक्सपेरिमेंटली 365 टू गो अराउंड द सन वंस. दिस मीन्स दैट द अर्थ स्पेनिंग इट इन स्पेस एट अ रेट ऑफ अबाउट 108,000 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर्स. ओके यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं एफ्लुएंस एंड पैराबिलियंस. ओके वन प्रोसेस इज सन उसके राउंड से जैसे हो रहा है उसको बताया जा रहा है. द अर्थ इज क्लोजर टू द सन इन अर्ली जनवरी ईच ईयर्स. जनवरी के टाइम पे सन जो होता है वो अर्थ की क्लोजेट होता है. दिस इज नो एज द पेरिहिलियंस. द Earth is farthest from the sun in early July each year. This is known as aphelion. The exact dates of perihelion and aphelion vary each year. Okay, just like the Earth, the other planets in our solar system also orbit the sun. The time taken and the distance covered by these planets as they revolve around the sun depend on their distance from the sun. Earth motion in space change in many ways. Earth's orbit elliptical that is it is shaped like an oval, but the shape of the oval or its eccentricities change over a period of thousands of years as it becomes more or less elliptical change in Earth's orbit. This is Earth orbit and electricities, tilt, precessions and sun. ओके इस तरीके से पूरा शो किया गया है. अर्थो the tail of the earth axis taken 23.5 from the vertical, and the angle does not always remain the same. It varies between 21.5 and 24.5 over a period of 41,000 years. The earth axis also does not always point to the same direction in the sky. It slowly turns or wobbles, completing a full wobble every 23 years. The slow change in earth motion result in change in the earth climate over a period of 1,000 years. Okay, and यहाँ पे solstices at 2 points in the years. The tail of the earth's axis reaches its maximum angle in relation to the sun. This usually happens around 21 June and 22 December. These days are known as solstices. On solstice, the sun shines directly on the one of the two tropics. Look at here, sun rays, northern polar circles and tropical of Cancer, equator tropic of Capricorn, southern polar circles. Okay. Around 21 June, the northern hemisphere leans toward the sun. This date is known as the summer solstice and the longest day of the year for Pallas located in the northern hemisphere. The North Pole leans toward the sun, creating a 24 hours period of day-night, also known as the polar day. The South Pole, as it leans away from the east, experiences a 24 hours night known as the polar night. The winter solstice occurs on 22 December when the North Pole is leaning away from the sun and the South Pole is leaning toward the sun. Pallas in the northern hemisphere experience the shortest day. Pallas in the southern hemisphere experience the longest day. During the June solstice, summer solstice, the sun shines directly on the Tropic of Cancer. During the December solstice, winter solstice, the sun's rays shine on the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, season. The combined effect of the earth revolution and rotation result in the season. जो रोटेशन है और जो रेवोल्यूशन है उसकी असर जो होती है, इफेक्ट जो होता है वो सीज़न पे पड़ता है. द अर्थ एक्सपीरियंस मेनली 4 सीजन्स, 4 सीज़न हमें पृथ्वी पे देखने को मिलती है, नेमली स्प्रिंग, समर, ऑटम एंड विंटर्स. एज द रोटेट्स, वन पार्ट ऑफ द अर्थ is tilted to away from the sun. The other part slants toward the sun. The part which is tilted away from the sun experience winter, while the part which is leaning toward the sun experience summers. Okay, spring in the northern hemisphere, autumn in the southern hemisphere, tipped axis and north pole. South pole, this is north pole, this is south pole and tipped axis धुरी जिसे बोलते हैं वो. अर्थ ऑर्बिट्स, इक्वेटर्स एंड सन. विंटर इन द नॉर्थन हेमिस्फीयर, समर इन द नॉर्थन हेमिस्फीयर. Summer is the northern hemisphere and winter is the southern hemisphere. Autumn in northern hemisphere and spring in the southern hemisphere. Equinoxes, as the Earth moves around its orbit, it reaches to point during the year where the tilt of axis causes it to be straight revolution relative to the sun. These days are known as equinoxes. During an equinox, the sun shines directly on the equator. This happens on approximately 21 March and 23 September every year. Vernal equinox, Earth orbits, summer solstice, winter solstice, automatically equinox, and suns. During the spring equinox 21 March and autumn equinox 23 September, the length of the day and night are equal everywhere on the earth. Okay, look at this. The length of the day determined by the length of time the sun. The length of the day determined by the length of the time sun is above the horizon. The length of the day change through the year as position of the earth in relation to the sun change. The circle of the illumination is the imaginary circle that separates day from night.